Today on the Wind Down with Rick, we catch up on 2 weeks of current events. It was a pretty political heavy current event 2 weeks since we missed last weekend, so we dive into the Charlie Kirk saga and the apparent scandals that appear to be going on there. We talk about Jimmy Kimmel and what that could mean for everybody, and we talk tariffs and Tylenol. I also tell Rick my story of how I was introduced to some of the homeless population in the area. I made a few of them mad. He gets a kick out of that. And we finish off with Rick ranking his top 10 favorite baseball movies, blind ranking his top 10 favorite baseball movies. So we were glad to be back with you today. We hope you enjoy it. So this is the Weekend Wind Down with Rick Reed. I am back at Rick's, and I am the most on time I've been, maybe the whole time. And I was only like 5 minutes late.
Your first time might have been.
Yeah, I guess first time, but
Yeah, I think you might have hit it right on the dot.
I've been pretty
Been kind of
slacking.
iffy.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
Here, and we're back.
It's good to be here.
Took last week off. I was busy. Rick was not feeling well, so we took the week off, but we're back.
Back in action.
So I believe 2 weeks ago, you said you had an appointment coming up that Thursday for scans.
I do. I'm waiting on results for those.
Oh, so you haven't got them yet. So
I haven't talked to the doctors, nope.
other than that, how's the...
Oh, been sore lately and not feeling the greatest because when I do them scans, there's a lot of moving around and a lot of laying and getting up and down. So it makes me kind of sore.
Well, hopefully, when you get the results, it's good news or steady news, at least.
Hopefully.
And it keeps going that direction. So, yeah, I've... last week would have been interesting me down here because the Thursday before, I was in the weight room in class. Right. And I turned to my right to pick up one of the boxes for box jumps. We got new ones, but they're like soft. I didn't realize how heavy they were. Uh-huh. And when I went to pick it up, I didn't realize it was heavy. And I felt just a little bit of a notch in my back. And I was, by the end of that day, like I was genuinely like immobile, like couldn't get out of my car. I got stuck on the ground at home, like trying to give the twins a bath, couldn't get up. I couldn't sit, couldn't stay.
We probably picked a good day to cancel that.
So, I mean, I would have been down here squirming.
So like you weren't brokenhearted?
No, it was all right. But I still had to go mow that day.
Oh, God.
Actually, Sunday really was okay, tolerable. I don't know if I overdid it, but I slept in bed that night because Thursday I couldn't, Friday I couldn't, Saturday couldn't. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to sleep in bed, have my legs propped up. And, like, when I was at school Monday, I was like trembling, like sweating and shaking. It hurt.
Nothing good about that stuff.
I had pain meds, the hydrocodone, took one, felt nothing. 2 hours later, took another, felt nothing. So I stopped taking those because it wasn't doing anything. Phew, boy.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that.
It's still lingering, but I can. It's just certain movements. Like right now, I can feel it. But here's the crazy thing. Apparently, there's some. I went to Elizabeth's work and saw Melissa. She thinks it's a disc, like a disc is bulging. So I have exercise to do. But apparently, there's nerves attached because I can feel it around front, like I've been kicked in the crotch. Like right now, it feels like I got kicked. Yeah. It's just constant all day.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is...
I've been there before.
Dumb. All right, so I got up early today at 6.
Holy cow.
Because I procrastinate. It's what I do. But I was taking notes. And today's little talk is going to be a little political heavy.
Okay.
Just because because we got to catch up from last week's stuff.
Right.
But I guess we'll start with the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Okay.
So my question is, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to it or
Off
whatever.
and on.
Do you believe that Tyler Robinson, the guy that they have in custody, do you believe he shot Charlie Kirk?
I have no idea because I didn't even know I didn't realize they'd caught the guy. I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So they got him like I think later that day or the next day, maybe, I don't know. I firmly believe he's the fall guy.
You believe somebody else?
I think this is like as deep as Kennedy.
Really?
And the one that's really getting me on this kick to think that way, believe it or not, is Candace Owens. She is all over this. Like, she thinks it's a big conspiracy. Like, well, now, I mean, there's all kinds of information. So anyways, here's the claims with the Charlie Kirk that I know currently. So right after he was shot, people start scattering. There's an old man right down front. Okay. He stands up. Oh, his pants fall down for whatever reason. I don't know. It's weird.
It's odd.
He stands up and he's saying, I did it. I shot him. Shoot me. So they get to him and cuff him, like right away. But he's immediately arrested and charged with child porn. Right there. All within, he's arrested for child porn within like 2 minutes of the gunshot.
Right.
Well, now this man can't be interviewed because he's locked up for child porn. So you can't interview him for something else. You know what I mean? This guy was also allegedly at Ground Zero on 9/11 and was at the Boston Marathon during that bombing and has called in a fake bomb threat and been in trouble for that. So I don't know if the child porn stuff is legitimate or not. It's odd.
Real odd.
And it's odd that when they got him, Kash Patel, the FBI director, gets on social media.
You know how stupid he is.
Oh, God. Like, we have our man. We got him. Well, everybody now. And then hours later, that's not our man. Go ahead and you could come out and say, we have a person of interest.
Right.
We're still investigating. We have him. You jumped the gun a little bit. Now, when he was questioned about that, we always report, whatever. He's a moron, as we know. So anyways, the shooter, they are alleging used his grandfather's rifle from World War I that had no serial code on it. Now, they say this kid's a gun enthusiast, has been since he was little. Why would you use such an old gun? It's just odd. I mean, whatever. But
Yeah.
don't you think you would have used, obviously it's a high-powered gun.
Right.
But wouldn't you have used something more modern, more...
I would have thought, but...
Just weird. They're saying he got up on the roof, changed clothes to do the shooting, changed again after the shooting. So, like, if he was seen somewhere, it was two different, whatever. But they're also claiming he took the gun apart immediately following the shot. And they said they found a screwdriver. He had a screwdriver up on the roof. Okay? To take the gun apart, it requires Allen wrenches and torque keys, like special gunsmith torque keys for that gun. There was a guy that put out a video that broke down a Mauser, maybe that's the word I think of the gun. It's the same exact gun that was claimed to be used. This guy was calm. He had no adrenaline rushes. He didn't just kill a guy. There wasn't a bunch of chaos going around. He was just there to take it apart as an experienced gunsmith. And at 47 seconds, he had just got pieces off. Like, the big whatever. Now, the video you see of this guy running across the roof, allegedly, gunshot, running. I'll say immediately, but seconds. So they're claiming he took that gun apart, to put it in his backpack, which, by the way, it doesn't fit in a backpack even taken apart because the barrel's too long. Jumps off the roof, puts the gun back together, and goes and hides it in the woods, and then claims to text his significant other he's going to go back and get it later when they're not looking.
Sounds fishy to me.
Doesn't add up. Now, the round was a 30-06 round. Those explode the target on contact. So you take like a ballistics head, you shoot it, there's literally nothing left. It explodes.
Right.
They're saying there was no exit wound in Charlie Kirk's neck. So a 30-06 hit him in the soft tissue of the neck and just stayed there. Now there's new footage, claims of new footage, and investigations that with the way Kirk reacted and the angle of the hole in his neck, it went in the back of his head and down. And apparently there's a flash in the background. People are saying this little particle here, this is a bullet traveling. I don't know. But they say, and like even Caniso and all these people, he was shot from behind. That was an exit wound. There's just a lot of questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of sketchy shit in there.
So now my question is, why? Like, if this guy didn't shoot Charlie Kirk, what would be the reason for setting up his assassination? Whoever set it up. What is it? A distraction? Is it a political stunt to like try to make the left look crazy? Is it? And if Tyler Robinson didn't do it, which he's still maintaining his innocence, says he didn't do it, why is he the fall guy? Or is it a coincidence? Was he on the roof thinking, I might shoot this guy, but then somebody beat him to it by coincidence?
That would be odd coincidence.
Did they set him up? This is what you're going to do. I want you to go up there and maybe videotape. Didn't tell him somebody's going to shoot him. Then he's like, oh my God, I'm on a roof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all sketchy. It's
just weird.
It is weird.
So what makes it more odd, this is how deep I think it runs. I think his wife knows the real story. I think his wife knows he was not assassinated by this kid at random. So when she viewed Charlie Kirk's body in the casket for the first time, obviously you're distraught, you're crying, you're this and that. But let me ask you this. If your wife was to view your body, you just got shot a day, 2, 3 days earlier. She's viewing your body, crying. Do you think she would have had a microphone on her?
No.
She had a microphone on her and somebody with like a cell phone or a camera with her to record it. In the video, now this is fine. You never see Charlie Kirk's face of who's laying in the casket. Totally fine. But why would you mic yourself and videotape it? And you know what I mean? So then at his funeral or whatever that was on TV, the service, she comes out to pyrotechnics, fireworks, and like not flames, but like big sparkler, like a 4th of July celebration. She wipes her eyes a lot. There was never a tear, they claim. I haven't watched it up close.
Right.
They say a tear never fell. But, and Trump's up there, they're singing God Bless America. He's like dancing to it, gives her a hug, and he's doing one of these, pumping his fists. Like, I think they all are kind of in on it. I'm not saying Trump set it up. I'm not saying whoever set this up. And I don't think we're ever going to know.
No, we won't. But yeah, what another raving shit show.
Yeah, but I mean, what would be the reason?
I don't know.
Would the reason be like, because it was getting hot and heavy with the Epstein stuff? I mean, would you kill a public figure to avoid that?
I wouldn't.
Right, but like, do you think somebody would?
Maybe they would.
I don't know. It's very peculiar. And I don't believe the way they say it went down. I don't think that's why it went down. And I've been trying not to watch any more of it because I get too sucked into it, and it's like it just weirds me out because I can't wrap my head around it. Like, and it bothers me. We're never going to know.
Oh, you know that.
Never going to know. But somebody knows, and I think those really close know what's going on. But I guess that's why I'm not the expert, and I'm just I guess some people say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but
it's
just not all that.
But you're not a radical one.
Yeah, if any of this added up,
yeah, that makes
I'd be
sense.
fine with it.
None of that adds up.
All I need to know is he is a 30-06 round. Somebody shoots a 30-06 round to anything, and it doesn't leave a quarter-size hole, and that's it. And does, you know what I mean? Heck, somebody said that a 30-06 round would go through 4 people before it even thought about slowing down. I don't know. It's just weird.
It is weird.
But I'm sure it's just going to be, it is what it is.
It is. It'll be, you won't even hear about it.
Yeah. That's what we do now. So anyways, moving on from Charlie Kirk, shortly thereafter, Jimmy Kimmel got suspended for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So, not that nobody doesn't know what he says, but this was his exact quote. "We hit new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." Now, that's what got him canceled for a week. Everybody's saying like, oh, he said false information. He said Tyler Robinson was a MAGA person, and he's not. They had proven that before Jimmy aired this, so he was lying. Jimmy Kimmel never once says the guy who shot him is MAGA. He says MAGA desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
Right.
Probably saying they don't care what he is. They just hope he's not one of them.
Right.
Because it's going to backfire.
Right.
Jimmy Kimmel's not saying this guy was a MAGA lunatic.
Right.
He said MAGA doesn't want him to be one of them. Which is probably true.
Well, I would guess.
Then he goes on to say, Trump took it very hard. He was asked about blah, blah, blah. And so a reporter said, sorry about your passing of your friend Charlie Kirk. Like on a personal level, whatever, how are you handling this or whatever? Trump's response was, I think very good. By the way, do you see all the trucks over there? That's the new ballroom.
Yeah, I seen that.
In that quick. Now, he could say whatever he wants.
Right.
Maybe he didn't want to talk about it. That's totally fine. But, I mean, that's not as disrespectful as what Kimmel said.
But
Kimmel,
it's disrespectful.
Kimmel has said worse.
Oh, yeah, God.
And Trump has made it clear that he hates Jimmy Kimmel for a long time.
And Jimmy Kimmel's made it clear that he don't like Trump.
Yeah. So Brendan Carr, the Trump-appointed chairman of the FCC, who obviously controls the airways essentially, says we can do this the easy way or the hard way in referring to change of conduct on Jimmy Kimmel's show to the Sinclair or whatever that owns ABC. So was threatening to pull their license if something wasn't done.
You cannot have the government dictating what goes on in our media and our comedy and all that. So
I truly believe that's an infringement of free speech. The First
100%.
Everybody, especially in late night, it's their job to, and obviously Jimmy Kimmel hates Donald Trump.
Right.
But whoever was president, they say stuff about every single one of them.
They make fun of all of them.
Every one of them. This president gives more material to use.
Oh, because he's so stupid.
Yeah. So now everybody's saying, no, it's his ratings were dropping for a long time. His ratings were down. He was losing money. Here's my theory on that. Everybody in late night or sitcoms or everything, across the board, if you look, ratings are down on everything because they're streaming services.
Right.
Whatever. My other thing, if he was losing so much money for Disney and ABC, why'd you hire him back? If he was costing money, why is he back a week later?
I think they got told that they better bring him back.
Oh, I think so. And if you saw what Disney's stock did, like those 3 or 4 days
Dropped,
he was off,
didn't it?
like $3 billion dropped. Now he's back, and I guarantee his views are out of control.
Oh, he come out. You talking about
Kimmel's back.
Yeah, talking about when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he come out ripping.
Well, then he was told before he come back, if he wants to come back, he needs to apologize and make a lucrative donation to Kirk's family.
Why?
Which I'm glad he didn't do.
Right.
I mean, he gave an apology. I think he gave too much of an apology.
Well, I do too.
Like, hey, I'm a comedian. He never once said anything bad about Charlie Kirk.
No.
He was making a joke, making fun of the president, setting up the punchline for the president saying, look at the ballroom.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's just.
That's weird shit.
So, freedom of speech is obviously being infringed upon by the government.
And that can't happen.
And a lot of Republicans love it. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel this, Jimmy Kimmel that. Good. He shouldn't have said what he said. That's what you get. Well, that's a risky run for saying what you're going to say. But no one should be happy about that. Here's why. Because eventually the Democrats will win again. And they're going to go super crazy canceling everything back. Now they'll say, oh, but they cancel this. They've done it before, sure. And they shouldn't have. But even that ding-dong Ted Cruz thought it was insane.
Oh, I know.
To kick Jimmy Kimmel off the air.
I heard a lot of Republicans say that.
Because they're smart enough to realize it's going to come back on us like you can't imagine. Because we're not always going to be in control.
I mean, Trump, he get his feelings hurt? And
well, did you see he was on his, you know how some of the press or media travel with him on Air Force One or whatever? He was talking to them on a flight, and he said something like, I hear 93 or 97% of the media outlets don't like me and blah, blah, blah. And you guys can't say that stuff. He goes, maybe you should all have your license suspended. Like, he's telling them this. Like,
right.
Whether they like you or not, they can say what they want. Yes, obviously people are biased and they're over the top with it. And you'd like them to be straight down the middle and just report. But that's not going to happen. No. But, like, not that we're big time, but we going to shut me and you down for talking about it? You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to shut down like, you can't do that.
No.
And no one should think it's okay.
No one should believe that we should be able to do that.
Yeah. So if any of this, like, there's supporters out there that love the idea that he does that or claim he didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
His appointed person was in charge of getting that done.
Yes.
So be it, whatever. I don't know. How can you be okay with it?
I'd be washing my hands of that shit.
I think the more this stuff goes on, the more shot that goofy Gavin Newsom has to be president.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people support that dude.
Which is kind of crazy.
A lot of people.
Because he's kind of crazy.
A lot of people support that dude. And you know one thing? He'll be after Trump big time.
You know, Trump always says third term. I don't think he'll do it either way. I don't think they would ever let that happen. I don't think he would if Gavin Newsom was going. Because Gavin Newsom, as far as speaking on the fly, is more intelligent.
Oh, he'd beat Trump, and Trump couldn't take that.
I would just love to watch them debate, though.
Me too.
Just because it would be entertaining chaos.
Oh, God.
The entire time. It'd probably be Newsom Pritzker card. People lose their mind. And I'm not sitting here saying that
Illinois people would lose their mind on Pritzker.
Yeah. I'm not sitting here saying that's what I want. That's what I'd like to see.
I think both of them, people wouldn't like it. I think both of them would win.
That's the thing. I think now we're going to have to go to the Democrat extreme to counteract
the MAGA extreme.
I still think, as far as level-headedness go and intelligence, Pete Buttigieg is
I do too. 100%,
super intelligent.
man.
But we'd rather have extreme lunatics in than a gay man because we can't have that. I say that with sarcasm. I'm not saying that as my opinion, but that's what America thinks. Well, but he's gay. Okay.
I don't care.
Who cares?
If he runs the country, okay, I don't care.
So I'm guessing he hasn't had 34 felonies and prostitutes and stuff.
I'm guessing.
Or not prostitutes, porn stars.
Yeah.
Maybe prostitutes too. I don't know. But anyways, it's been an interesting 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's not done. I think the Kimmel stuff's pretty much
probably done.
Whatever worked itself out. The shooting's never going to work itself out.
No.
But just when you think that's all, there's still some more craziness to come from him.
Oh, he's never going to stop it.
In what was a surprise to me, and maybe our residential medical expert will make an appearance, we're going to talk about Tylenol and tariffs. Because now, we'll start with the Tylenol. All I'm going to say about the Tylenol stuff, a few things. The President of the United States, the most powerful man in the world, had no clue what the word acetaminophen was.
Oh, I know.
He could not. Let's see how you say this. Aceta. I understand people have slip ups. They trip over the word. That wasn't a trip over. He had no idea what acetaminophen was. No clue. The same.
Terrifying.
Yeah, the same man suggested maybe if we shine a bright light on or into the body, it'll kill COVID.
I remember that, yeah.
Also said, what if we inject disinfectants into the body?
Said that was a joke.
To cure COVID.
No, he said it flat out.
Yeah.
During a press conference.
This is the guy that's now saying Tylenol is the cause of autism.
Yeah.
And people are believing it.
Yeah. That's why no matter what, he's the most powerful man in the world, but he shouldn't be able to blab what he wants.
Oh, it's terrifying, the stuff he says. That's not as terrifying as there are people out there supporting, don't do Tylenol. Oh my God, throwing Tylenol. What are we talking about?
Right.
So, I mean, I've seen posts locally on Facebook. Like, oh, this sounds weird. That's what my doctor told me to take, and now my kid. Oh my God. Like, well, I truly don't believe that.
This is a reminder. Big squeeze.
Oh shit, a new name. I think it was, what was it, Honey Bunch or something last
probably.
time. Now it was
Big Squeeze.
Alexa reminder for the medicine or something came on, and Rick is Big Squeeze today. Oh God, I love this.
Right.
Reminder. Big squeeze. It's time to take your medicine. This is a reminder. Big squeeze.
Do we have to stop it?
It's time to take your medicine.
Big Squeeze, she's yelling at you.
When should I remind you?
They kind of did it more
I
than
love
they
it.
normally do. They don't usually say it twice.
Well, hello. September is National Mushroom Month.
Oh, now Alexa says September is National Mushroom Month.
And she's talking by herself.
Yeah. Big Squeeze. God, I love it. I just learn a lot down here. Anyways, I think the main thing that refutes this Tylenol argument, Tylenol, acetaminophen, 1955. Autism was deemed a condition, a regular condition in 1943. With the earliest cases dating back to 1911. But it wasn't deemed what it was and had a title until 1943, which is 12 years prior to Tylenol's release.
And we can't look at that and figure that out on our own.
We can. Normal, level-headed kind of smart people.
They think they want to say this stuff because they think they're geniuses.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I'm sure there's medicines out there that like, hey, this has a semi-correlation. We're not sure. Avoid it if you can. I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think it's Tylenol.
I don't either.
I think if you're like, hey, when you're pregnant, do a bunch of the hydrocodone. You probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't. Meth would be a bad one to do while you're pregnant. But I just can't imagine if Tylenol was dangerous. That
you'd think Tylenol would be able to sue them for like defamation.
Yeah, I mean, what was Kennedy? Didn't he say or claim or he has like a worm in his brain or something?
Well, he's got something. I ain't sure he's got anything in there.
We're listening to Kennedy and Trump get away from Tylenol.
Yeah.
At random. This is just out of nowhere. Is this a distraction for all the other stuff going on?
Oh, I believe
Let's
so.
piss them off on the Tylenol stuff. Like, so they forget about the First Amendment stuff. And it's all just so, it's so crazy to think that this is freaking reality.
He's just so stupid that he wants everybody to believe everything he said. That's how dumb he is.
And half the country does.
I know.
So on from the Tylenol to the tariffs. So China has halted soybean purchases from the United States due to the tariffs. This has farmers now facing potential bankruptcies. For those who think the tariffs are working, that you still don't understand how tariffs work.
Right.
China doesn't get charged extra. China charges extra to cover the tariff because they're not going to take a hit on our account. But now they're halting purchases of soybeans, which means these farmers, what am I going to do with all these soybeans? Oh, you're going to sit them there until they rot. And then when they rot, we don't care what you got to do with them. I'm sure it'll all be worked out. It'll take care of itself. But that's the current report. Donald Trump also is on video this week saying he's going to take tariff money. This is not an exact quote, but it's a paraphrase quote. He's going to take tariff money and give it to the farmers until the tariff money kicks in to their benefit. I thought the tariff money has been kicking when billions and billions are coming in. So why isn't it benefiting them already? And he said the farmers will hurt until these tariffs kick in.
What G thinks.
So he's openly saying all these farmers across America, sorry, I'm gonna stick it in your ass for a little bit, but then I'm gonna give you some money though, so you forget about all that. But if the tariffs are working, the money should be there.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think.
So there was I don't know what it was. It was in Iowa. I don't know if it was a state representative, a senator. I don't know what it was, but it was like a town hall, like Q&A. Well, there's a farmer there that was talking about how in 1986 it cost him $30 to plant an acre of beans. It never said what it costs today, but I'm sure those that know farming realize, and I know stuff goes up, but holy crap. Anyways, he says himself, the farmer too, I don't know if it was, like I said, who it was. I pay the tariffs. Nobody else pays the tariffs. I pay the tariffs. Parts have doubled in the last 12 months. So to get like a gear for his combine, it's twice as much as it was 1 year ago, what they can't afford, typically. He goes, plus parts for his equipment are backlogged for 4 months because they cannot get them due to the tariffs. So farmers are breaking down in Iowa. I can't get my parts. I have to pay double. He then asks, and this is a quote, when are you going to stand up for us instead of kissing his ass in the trade war? Talking about Trump. That's not me making this up. That's not me reading something. This is me seeing a video of an actual farmer in Iowa saying
they don't believe
the
it.
president is screwing us.
Yeah, they don't believe
We're hurting.
He said, I'm so far in the red this year, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Most of them guys will never admit that.
Right. And I understand. Maybe he's a small farm. He said 3,500 acres. That probably is a small farm.
Yeah, but you still should want to admit it if the president's screwing you.
Yeah.
These big farmers that voted for Trump, they'll never, oh God, no.
It just...
Because they don't want to be known to be wrong either.
Right. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know anything better. But this isn't working. But it just lets him flex. Like, 100%. And I also saw, this could be wrong because it was brief, pharmaceuticals starting this week, month-ish, certain of them are getting 100% tariffs on them.
Oh, I didn't know.
And there's a couple other things. I should have looked at it. It just popped in my head. I don't know if that information is accurate, but it's fairly accurate. It was something like, holy cow. Yeah. So here we go. It's fine.
Fucking moron.
So, I mean, that's people probably get tired of hearing us talk about this.
I would guess.
But it is what it is, and we're not making shit up.
Nope.
We're just stating what is being stated, what's going on. But now we will move on from the chaos that is our government, and I'll tell you a story that happened to me that you're going to get a kick out of.
Oh, boy.
So, yesterday, something happened to me that's never happened to me, and you are going to get a kick out of it. And I almost wish like you were there to see how you would have reacted if it happened to you. So this week at school, for whatever reason, Newcomb and I were talking, and he mentioned like, what's up with the homeless population in Galesburg? It's like out of control. I go, I've heard that. I go, but I haven't really noticed it a whole lot, you know? So, I get up yesterday and I leave at 5:30 to go mow at Harbor Freight. Yes, I know it's dark, but it's light enough out there. I just want to get out before anybody shows up. So I always start out in the island, out in the middle, because that's where workers park, so I'm throwing grass, and then I go up to along the building from Hy-Vee, wrapped all the way around to the side of Harbor Freight. And I just weed eat those islands, because by the time I weed eat, then go get the push mower, it's just quicker to weed eat the whole thing. So I do that. As I'm walking down the sidewalk, it's 6:15 in the morning, still dark. There's a homeless man sleeping on the bench at PetSmart. He's got a cart, he's got an oxygen tank, and he's covered up under blankets. I'm like, I was like, I'm going to piss this guy off. So maybe I should go around back and come. But then I thought, you know what? I'm not downplaying his situation.
Right.
But I'm there to do my job, and I got up early so I could get done early. I'm not, sorry, dude, I'm going to wake you up if I had to guess. So I go one little island past him towards Hy-Vee. He's an island back by PetSmart doors. I fire up the weed eater. I start weed eating. I keep, he's not moving yet. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my right eye, when I'm keeping my left eye on this guy, I see a flashing light. And I turn around, there's a guy with a flashlight flashing it off and on at me. Another homeless guy. So where PetSmart meets up with Hy-Vee, there's like an inlet of the building. He was back in there. And he's like doing some gesture, like with his hands to me. Well, I soon figured out he's asked if I had a lighter. He's asking, I go, I don't have one. He goes, come on, man. And like, I got my weed eater going. I got a podcast playing. I go, I don't smoke. I don't have a lighter. He's like, come on. And he just like froze and looked at me. I'm kind of looking at him. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go back to weed eating. And I'm not saying homeless people are necessarily crazy.
Right.
They just maybe have tough luck, whatever. But I don't know. He just standing there looking at me. So I'm weed eating. So I'm keeping my eye on him. He goes back and sits down against the wall. Well, as I get to the left side of this island, the old boy on the bench has woken up. So he's now sitting up. Older guy, probably in his 70s. And I wouldn't say he's yelling, but he's forcefully talking at the ground. He's sitting on the bench, like yelling at the ground. So I'm like, okay, I'm now going to pause my podcast. I still got the weed eater going, but I need to be able to, I want to hear, is he yelling at me? Like, I don't want any trouble with this dude. I don't want to bother him. Well, now it's time to weed eat. Like his cartwheels are literally almost touching the grass where I'm weed eating. And when you weed eat grass, I'm like, I'm going to throw grass on his cart. He's going to lose his mind. So that corner didn't get weed eated great, just real slow. But anyways, I'm weed eating. He's yelling, saying whatever. And there's a tree on that island. So I get around the other side of that tree and he gets up and he walks into that island. And he gets into that tree, stands up in that tree, and he starts pissing towards me. Not pissing on me, but he was making his point. He's like looking at me, standing there and just pissing, like watching me. So I was freaking annoyed now. I'm like, I thought about, you know what? I'll just call the police. But then I'm like, well, they're not going to arrest him. They're not going to take him in. What if he's back next weekend and I've called the police on him?
Right.
Not going to do that. So I, out loud, as I'm weeding, and I go, dude, come on. Like, probably like that. Maybe he heard me. But he pissed like a camel. Pissed forever. And then when he was done, he spit at me. Again, not on me, but he spit kind of at the ground, but he was spitting at me. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'm going to have to weed whip this dude. I'm going to have to weed eat him when he comes at me, you know? So I typically leave my blower at the first island because everything's closed until I'm done with the whole front. Or blow off the whole thing. So I go to the next island to Marshall's now. I'm like, I'm going to go get my blower. He might be pissed off and just say, piss on it. I'm going to put my blower in your cart. So I go back to get the blower and I blow off that section. Well, he's now sitting back on the bench with his oxygen. Well, I got grass around him. So I'm blowing under his cart or around. All of a sudden, from that little nook between PetSmart, a third homeless guy comes around the corner.
Jesus Christ.
I woke up another one. And he just came around and was standing like Jason Voorhees would stand, just watching me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. Like, I'm going to blow this off real quick. None of them ever said anything to me other than the guy that wanted the lighter and other than the guy that tried to piss on me and spit on me. I've never seen a homeless person down there, and I pissed 3 of them off by 6:30 in the morning.
So you left?
No, I just kept going. I just kept my eye on them.
Right.
And like I said, I'm not trying to like insult their situation, but like if you go around back, you can be up along the building. Nobody's gonna see you. Nobody's gonna disturb you.
Right.
And when I'm mowing out back, I'm off in the field. I'm not. It's like right in the front of the building, man. But apparently, the homeless are thick
under viaducts
in Galesburg. Like apparently, the library is real bad.
The library's got them real bad. Mm-hmm.
I was telling somebody this story yesterday, and
I think the police station has to let them in.
Yeah, and the public library, they can't kick them out unless they're causing trouble because it's public. She said they get people will like. She knew the guy I was talking about. She goes, "Does he have white hair? Does he look like?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, I know exactly. I know who he is. He comes all the time because he needs oxygen, can't breathe." And she said he is unstable. He's mentally, he's crazy. No, it's just whatever. He won't go to the shelter because he doesn't want to follow the rules. He doesn't want to blah, blah. But apparently, she said some churches and stuff, like their shelters are full. So there was somebody from up like Chicago. They drive him down, drop him off in town because we have room. So apparently they're being like bussed in.
Well, that's not a good idea.
I'm like, God. So, is Tylenol bad for you?
Oh my God. Don't even get me started.
You're our medical expert around here.
Yeah, no. I don't know anything, but wow.
So, in your professional opinion, Tylenol is taken by a pregnant woman that does not cause or not cause autism.
I don't think that's the cause. Clearly, I'm not a scientist
Right.
or an ND, but I think it was
I would think if Tylenol, if that was true, they really wouldn't keep telling pregnant women to take Tylenol.
That is correct. There would have been.
And we would have heard about this before Donald Trump. We would have heard about this like many presidents ago.
That is correct. I mean, I think they're constantly researching what the cause.
And like I said,
causing
And
it.
he randomly wants to come up and decide he cured it.
like I was telling him, I'm sure there are medicines that cause stuff.
Yeah.
And so you shouldn't, but I just can't imagine that.
It's something where the OBGYN gynecology physicians are backing and supporting.
The sad part is most people are supporting Trump instead of the physicians and
Oh,
scientists.
God, so terrifying.
I don't. Again, I don't have anything to base that on other than my own opinion.
I figured you didn't think Tylenol causes autism.
No. Now again,
And do you find it odd that the most powerful man in the world had no idea what the word acetaminophen was?
yeah. And he's not the most powerful man in the world.
Well, the most powerful position in the world.
Claimed powerful. Yes. I agree.
I was telling Rick, I know plenty of people trip over their words. I get it. But
Oh,
he
they're
had
gonna trip.
no
No idea.
clue. Ooh, let's see how we say this one. Acid,
Yeah.
I didn't see the video, but
Oh, God, you didn't?
no, I
that's
heard it was
hilarious.
brutal.
You got to watch it. It is so entertaining.
His voice just makes my skin crawl. It does. He just. He's malicious. He's just not a good person.
No.
I think the Tylenol might be a distraction for the freedom of speech with Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah.
And-
absolutely.
which leads to distractions for other stuff. And I don't know. You would hope not, but
Well, again, research can change, so they
Right.
could come across, is there a potential correlation? But if that's the case, there should be a research project behind that that's supporting
And-
the findings.
and someone other than RFK and Donald Trump reporting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No medical professional has reported this, correct? That I've seen?
Yeah, not that I've seen.
Just a brief overview, and I'm not 100% sure. I thought there was potentially research being done at Yale.
Okay.
Again, I don't remember if that's the Kirk College.
I'll do some more deep diving into it.
But that they were preliminarily finding some correlations between Tylenol and autism, but I believe the person who was doing the research said it was way too early to come out and speculate that that is the cause.
All right. Well, if I find out
I don't
differently,
know. Yeah.
I will come on here and say, I'll be damned.
Again, research changes. Initially, I think when they did the research for autism, they thought that vaccines were causing it. So I think there's obviously still more research to
Right.
find out the true cause. And is there just one?
Right.
Like,
I wonder how he would pronounce like Benadryl. It's got a Y in there.
I don't even know what it means to speak.
Bean dial.
Peanut.
No, I think it's a smoke screen.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate that's what we got to worry about.
Yeah.
What do you do though, right?
Yep.
So, anyways, I won't go through the whole story. I don't know if you heard me tell you. A homeless guy tried to pee on me yesterday. Well,
Seriously?
yeah, I woke him up. I woke him up weed eating, and he stood in a tree and peed towards me. And then he spit at me. Son of a bitch.
I think it's
The bad
hilarious.
thing is they're mentally unstable.
Some of our
Well, I talked to a nurse yesterday telling this story, and she knows him from the hospital. She said, "Yeah, this is one of the ones that's
Not right.
yeah, he's got problems." So she goes, "I would keep your eye on him." That's why I didn't want to call the police because what if he's there next weekend sleeping again?
Right.
And then he's pissed that he got police called on him.
And that's my thing. Like, why isn't there something that could?
Maybe I'll pee towards him, pee back next time. We'll have like a sword fight with our piss.
You are arrested.
Pull yours out.
That's the other thing. You're pissing on the front of PetSmart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
dude, Hy-Vee's open. But he was mad. I woke him up.
Yeah, and he's used to living outside.
I'm sure he didn't sleep well because his oxygen tank was probably not charged. I don't know if there's an outlet there or not. On a bench, and then some asshole in the dark at 6:15 weed eating fucking 3 feet from his head. Yeah.
And where's he get the oxygen tank from?
Well, I think that's why my nurse friend knows him. He's in all the time because
Oh.
his tank only lasts 2 hours charges or
Yeah.
whatever, and he has to come in all the time to get oxygen. I don't know the story, but like I said, now I'm going to curious if there's an outlet out there. Maybe he had it plugged in.
But he'd have to recharge it with oxygen as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
The plug.
I don't know. I don't know how much oxygen, how long can you breathe on one of them?
Depends on how many liters you're using.
He was pissed, literally.
Climb up in a tree, he's gonna piss down on you. That's classic.
Like he was like looking through the branches, like, dude, like you would pee on me if I was closer, man.
Good thing he didn't fall out and break his fucking neck or something.
So I didn't get up there and weed eat real close to the tree because if I would have got, I wouldn't know if it was dew or piss spraying on me, and I'd have lost my mind.
That'd freak you out the rest of the day.
Anyways, so we'll finish here with something a little more entertaining than all this nonsense. All right. We've done pick a player stuff. We've done blind ranking stuff. We've done all this. So you're going to blind rank top 10 baseball movies. I'm going to give you a movie. You're going to place it in the top 10, not knowing what movie is coming.
Right. Yeah, these are difficult.
Yeah. I think I know your number ones, which one you're saving for number one, and they're not in any typical order when I say them. I just wrote them down. So number one on the top 10 list, where are you placing The Sandlot?
5.
Write this down so we keep track. Number 2, A League of Their Own.
10.
Oh, 10? I think that's a good movie. All right, League of Their Own is 10. Number 3, where are you putting Field of Dreams?
9.
Really? I'll be damned. That's one of the most well-known ones. I guess the movie's not bad.
Iowa.
That's just a little.
We're so close to it.
Yeah. All right. Number 4, The Bad News Bears, the original.
Oh, the original?
Yeah. Walter Matthau.
I'll go 4.
We just watched that recently.
Okay. Number 5. You have the numbers you have open are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
What did I say? Number 5, Major League. One, two, three, six, seven, 8.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Probably 6.
All right, number 6 movie on the list is Moneyball.
What's my numbers again?
1, 2, 3, 7, 8.
Moneyball be 3.
Okay. Number 7 movie is The Rookie. Dennis Quaid.
Right.
Yeah. You have 1, 2, 7, 8.
Probably 7.
The 8th movie that's going in the number 1 slot is Bull Durham.
Yep.
All right. I knew that one. So you have 2 and 8 left. 42. Number 2 or number 8?
8.
Okay. And in the number 2 slot, which it wouldn't be there, I don't think, if is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that'd have been in the 10 slot.
I figured. And I know there's plenty more baseball movies out there.
Trouble with the Curve's probably at top 3 or 4 with me.
I know there's plenty more out there. So your blind rank of top 10 baseball movies is number 1, Bull Durham. Number 2, Rookie of the Year. It's a Cub movie.
Yeah, but I wouldn't vote on that as one of my favorites.
Number 3, Moneyball. 4, the original Bad News Bears. Number 5, The Sandlot. Number 6, Major League. Number 7, The Rookie. Number 8, 42. Number 9, Field of Dreams. And number 10, A League of Their Own. I almost didn't put Bull Durham on there because I knew it was your favorite
Right.
movie. Just because I knew the last movie would have got that number one spot because you would have left it open.
Right.
Rookie of the Year would have been number one.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. So, yeah, that was just our fun little ending. Appointments this week? When do you get your results from last week?
Should be coming.
Or whenever it was. I don't even
Should
know.
be coming. Do I have any appointments this week?
Not really. No.
No, I didn't think so.
Banquet's Friday night
Yep.
at the school.
Yep.
You can pull right up front.
Yep.
Case Hennepin's the speaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, young one.
Yeah, so like I was thinking, I reached out to Toby Whiteman because he was going to come back one of the games anyways, and Marty's having past people give, like Dave Bass did the pregame talk last 2 weeks ago or whatever. Toby said he'd do one. I think Kemmer said he'd do one. But we're going to line it. Toby could do this weekend but he didn't get back to me. So I'm like, all right. So I text Case. He's like, I don't think I'm the right person to do that. He's like, if you think I am, so let's think about it. When it comes to like, when you think of like Blue Bullets, obviously you think of Whiteman's, you think of Dugan's, you think of whoever else is out there. Case Hennepin's probably one of those guys,
Probably.
especially football wise.
Yeah, football wise for sure.
All state. He was 3-year all conference, I think. 3-year varsity starter, over 3,000 yards, over 50 touchdowns,
Yeah, so he's probably one of those.
academic all state. He's just like, and like when you ask, and I'm giving away part of my introduction here for next weekend, but when you ask, like, you talk to Hebert or Ritz, like, they don't make Case Hennepin's very often,
Right.
and as you know, you coached him.
Right.
Like, he's what you would want a Blue Bullet to be.
Yes.
So I think he'll do good. Smart kid.
Yeah, real.
I think he'll have good stuff to say. So you got a former athlete of yours that'll be there. So if you have to sleep in a chair at the banquet, we'll make you comfortable and you can sleep in a chair.
I won't have to be that comfortable.
You just sleep. So take your nap. I'll be down there early, but football team comes in at 5. Plus Quentin. Quentin will be there, football team. Yeah. Like I said, I know she's a commando, but we'll let it slide. She can come in that way in case you do need, leave or whatever. But anyways, yeah, should be a good time. Game should be. This is the most pivotal game of the year, I think. I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not saying you're going to make it to the game, but this game really could decide
Whether they're
the season. Yeah. I think without this win,
Oh, I think they're out
without this win, it looks gloomy.
Yeah.
With this win, barring some craziness, I think you'll squeak in. I told you before we recorded, we're down a player. I won't say the name here. I'll say the name with Marty here later, but down a player probably for the year.
Yeah, that's not a good one either.
That's not one you want to be down at all. But anyways, Friday night should be good. Friday should be good. Homecoming week at school is awful.
Always is.
As a teacher, it's horrendous. But they got rid of the lip sync battle, the thing the kids really loved. Well, last year, one of the seniors was a ding dong and started like grinding and humping the floor.
Who's Ding Dong?
One of the kids.
Oh.
I won't. Yeah, I can tell you afterwards. I won't say.
Right.
But it's what happens. One kid can ruin it.
Right.
So now the kids can still do it, but they have to record it, and then they're just going to show it on the videos after it's been approved. I wish they'd kind of do it where record your routine, we'll watch it, and we'll still perform it live. But if you change it and screw up and do something inappropriate, your entire class is eliminated from the week. Like, you're done. But because the kids, like, Caleb loves doing it. Now he's like, I don't know if I want to do it. Like, for no audience, just on a recording.
Right.
But we'll see what they do. Whatever. Hasley and Beckett are healed up. They're back to normal. They just have attitudes. And I think the attitudes branch from, because, I mean, we catered to them for those 11, 12 days because they needed it. And now it's, oh, you will keep catering to me. I will not. So I also just had to make sure I said Hasley's name.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Hasley.
But anyways, she was still sleeping when I left. So next weekend should be good to go on Sunday morning again. I'll probably get up almost Friday.
No, you won't be able to come Sunday morning. You're on the football game.
No, not this weekend.
Oh,
That's
playoff weekend. I don't know what the hell.
November 3rd.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, so we will should be back down. But anyways, hopefully the week goes well.
Yep.
Hopefully we see your shining face Friday afternoon.
I might come scrolling around the school this week. You never know.
Yeah. It's a down week, obviously. It's a whatever week. I think Wednesday is the pep assembly this week for whatever. I don't know what we're doing. I just whatever all week. But until next weekend, I will I guess keep touching base if something changes.
Yep.
I'll be back next weekend.
Yep.
So thank
Bye-bye.
you for listening.